Legend of Total War here, and today we've got a Saving Your Disaster battle playing as the High Elves going up against High Elves. So when I first saw this, my initial instinct was to just immediately reject it, because I thought he was attacking the fort, he couldn't do it, and then he sent it to me. And I hate getting those save files. Unless it's like a really interesting scenario, like for example the Manfred Fort Soul Siege. That was cool, I liked that one. This situation, however, he's besieged the fort, and they've sallied out against him. So I don't know why he's considered besieging it. I mean, I would say that with his army that he had here, it's definitely viable to attack and win that. I mean, I could. It doesn't mean that everyone else could. But we're defending a choke point battle here. Now, the thing is, they have a higher tier army than us, but we do have some advantages over them. So I reckon what's happened is he just didn't set up a good defensive line and he got stomped. So I'm going to give it a shot and we'll see how we go. I think one of the big advantages that they've got is artillery superiority, so we need to eliminate that.
Bring me.
One thing I'm noticing as well is I'm getting a lot of High Elf save files sent in. I don't have a problem with that. It's just try to mix them up a little bit more. I mean, I could always just... Oh, I'll figure something out. Because when I'm in my inbox, like getting disaster battles, I just get whatever's on top, whatever's most recently sent in. Because if I do it from the other way, do it whatever was been waiting the longest, most likely that person's already moved on from their save file, because the furthest back we can go is actually a year. So I've got a huge backlog of save files. So if you're one of those people that have sent me a save file and I never got back to you, I'm sorry. Like I would love to. You know, I can't answer. I can't do them all. You're more than welcome to just resend it. You know, if you're still playing the campaign. That's another thing as well. Like if you're not actually interested in continuing your own campaign, you know, I'd much rather save a campaign or a battle for somebody who's actually continuing their campaign. Alright, so honestly, this is a bit too basic. I think we need to do a bit better than this. Because they've got artillery, we need to make sure that they don't shoot at our front line here. So I've angled it like this. That way, if they come down here, we can shoot them. But if they come down there, we can also shoot them. Could do the same thing from over here, I suppose, on a slightly higher ground. Yeah, that's actually a better idea. And I have no problem with this army. This is pretty early game, and I got no problem with this army at all. But there's only like 4 unit types. Perfect. No problem. See nothing wrong with this army, except for this one. Just pick one already. Go with archers or light archers. Don't go both. It honestly, that doesn't matter. I'm just being silly. And the Phoenix, it's good. Don't have a problem with the Phoenix being in the army. Makes me wonder, is this the Vortex campaign? Because I didn't look. Alright, bounce power's not in our favor. Alright, we'll see how that goes. Alright. So, we need to make sure that the enemy artillery doesn't bother us. Oh, yeah. You know what? And their archers, too. Another thing with doing this is that their archers are going to be delayed. We can't stop the... Oh, hang on. We can't stop these guys coming down here, but that's actually not a problem. Dealing with half of their army, and then dealing with the other half of their army, that's really the best thing that we could hope to do. I gotta wonder, though, are they going to summon eagles? There's a possibility of that. Okay, I might need Tyrion to get back here, because he's probably gonna have to kill those eagles.
Defender of Ulf-1, advance! Orders received! At once!
Yeah. They can spawn eagles.
Eagle Claw! Without question! For Ulf-1! Move! Asser forward!
Okay, one eagle down. Don't bother so much of attacking the spawned. Oh, that's the spawn one. God, Tyrion's a beast. Alright, we really need to get rid of that eagle claw. Bothor, yeah.
Scions of Mapland! Understood! Advance! Orior! Without threat!
They'll still be able to summon another one.
Scions of Mapland! Assyrian guides us! Loyal! We go!
Got any abilities? No, that's fine. Yeah, take out that eagle claw bolt thrower. Alright, so that's not firing properly there. Try there. Part of the problem though, they might hit our own troops, so maybe better to actually use long. Yeah, shoot that over there. That'd actually be better.
Spearman! Acknowledged!
Bounce of power's in our favor. Everything looks fine. Alright, we got cavalry coming around the back. This is where we needed reserves out here. Artillery's doing wonderfully there for us. Oof. Tried to get out of there in time, but it kind of got stuck on the enemy artillery. I think it can get away though. Now, if you're wondering why not use these bombs, well, they don't really do a whole lot of damage, and I'm kind of just busy focusing on, you know, on these things. I'd put it down on them, but probably gonna take a lot of damage in doing it, but let's just do it. Everything in the front line's okay, apart from that noble, but I'll sort him out in a minute. It's alright, it'll be fine. Okay, there's the army loss penalty, and, you know, a bit of damage done to our side, but we've done so much damage to their forces that you should be able to launch the attack on the gate now pretty easily. Of course, try to do as much damage to them as possible while they're running away. But yeah, that's fine. And honestly, doing it this way is probably a lot easier than actually assaulting the settlement. Like, I know that I could have assaulted the settlement, but, I mean, if I was doing it. But, it would have been very difficult, because a lot of high-tier units, you would have had to have wasted their ammo, which is always a pain in the ass to do. Because there's always so much of it. These are not the best at running enemy units down. And Tyrion's not going to be the best at it either. Try and get through to him. Every bit of... Oh, wow, jeez, he packs a wallop. I mean, I know it's on large unit scale, so they sort of, they die a lot quicker than on ultra unit scale. That was really quick. Better not have gone like Bloodline of Venerian. That's like... That's when you know you... I don't want to say it, but I'm gonna. That's when you know you're in noob territory. Oh, but Bloodline of Venerian makes Tyrion strong. Urgh. No, it makes his faction weak. Sometimes I don't know if people are just memeing on me about Bloodline of Venerian or they're actually serious. Because I reckon Creative Assembly was like, I tell you what, we'll put this this mutually exclusive chain will go Majesty of Ulthuan one way, and that's clearly the way they should go. And let's see how many dumbasses go down the Bloodline of Venerian pathway. And everyone's just like, oh, Bloodline of Venerian!
Find them. My strength grows.
CA is like, I can't believe they fell. Oh, it is Vortex campaign. Yeah, that's why you start off. Yeah, you start off with a Phoenix on the Vortex campaign. So let's have a look at the situation and I'll hand it back.
Alario.
Alright, so no units got wiped out, and they lost quite a few. You could auto-resolve that, but if you're going to auto-resolve it, take the Noble out. But I would highly recommend launching an assault. I definitely would have liked to have done more damage to their artillery. That's definitely going to be the biggest problem there. One of the Eagles got killed. I mean, they're just really thinned out. Auto-resolve certainly is an option, but yeah, I probably wouldn't, given the situation. It's not on legendary difficulty, so you could just... Oh yeah, why don't we just quick save, and then we'll just see.
I know the way.
And if I don't like it, I'll just whatever. Yeah, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. You only lost the thing. It's all good. There we go. I took it for you. Lost your one spearman, but you'll be fine. There you go. No problems. Alright, cool. Well, that's the end of this one, guys. Hope you learnt something. I didn't really have that much to teach in this one, but I hope you found it entertaining at the very least. And I'll see you next time, fuckers.